And we are live. Let's kick it off this morning like this. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts.
Man, I go good, man, I go good. Man, I go good, man, I feel good. Take your knee up on me, God bless me. Dirty Babylon, you really get me upset. Squeeze out the life out of me, God bless stress. No father got now for make this right. Let me list gone and no break no left. Kneeling on me.
Good morning, good morning.
Now you make the whole earth upset. So we know you is nothing till it happens, man, you take up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is a song by an artist named Balance.
Take your knee upon me, God bless me. Dirty Babylon, you really get me upset. Squeeze out the life out of me, God bless stress. No father got now for me.
Take your knee out of me, God bless neck.
Kneeling on my neck, I picture you attack. Now you make the whole earth upset. So we know you is nothing.
Good morning, good morning.
You take off in white shirt, now the blue suit in locking. Kneeling on my neck, a part of them rock.
Take your knee out of me, God bless neck. Yeah.
Take your knee up on me, God bless me. Dirty Babylon, you really get me upset. Squeeze out the life out of me, God bless stress. No father got now for make this right. Let me list gone and no breath no left. Kneeling on my neck, I picture you attack. Now you make the whole earth upset. So we know you is nothing till it happens. Man, you take off in white shirt, now the blue suit in locking. Kneeling on my neck, a part of them robbing. Tired of when with the back of backstabbing. Your words them sweet, but your heart is bitter. Every day you get up, there's a drink and glitter. Never yet talk about the poor people matter. Black more bread when one got no butter. Take your knee up on me, God bless me.
Them a talk about bread when we don't have no butter. Anyway, take your knee out of my God bless neck. I told this artist yesterday that I would play his song this morning on Morning Thoughts, and I am doing so. Balance is the name of this artist, and he hails from Hayes, Clarendon, Jamaica. As you know, I am a Clarendonian myself. I love the positive music. It's a song talking about take your knee out of my God bless neck. Basically talking about all the things that's been going on recent times and all these things. The artist is on YouTube. His name is Balance, and the song name is Take Your Knee Out of My God Bless Neck. Balance the Ross. All right, welcome this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work. Shout out to the people coming in from work. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work 2 jobs. It takes a lot to do that. All right. Manners and respect, shout out to the people, my drivers out on the road, truck driver, Uber driver, Lyft driver, all these drivers. Shout out to every good, clean-hearted, decent, hard-working person out there. I have nothing but manners and respect for you, and I wish the best for you as I wish for myself. People, this morning, I told y'all that I have 66 Dear SouFLos, and I don't even have the time to create content for the channel, plus to go through all these Dear SouFLos. So this morning now, I just choose a random Dear SouFLo out of the 66 that I have, and I am going to read this Dear SouFLo right here for you. All right. Ronald Sims, good morning. Manners and respect. CCB, welcome. Breezy Bad Dog, up in here. Good morning, good morning. All right, everybody coming in, good morning. Big up on yourself. Progressive, productive people, Peyton Place. Good morning. Big up yourself. Thanks for tuning in. I am going straight into this letter. The headline, when I open my email, my Gmail, it says, I used him and I am sorry. All right, where is this going? Dear SouFLo, I am writing to you not because I need your advice, but because I want to come clean about something I did of which I am not proud. I met a man a few years ago who was 21 years my senior, and we ended up in a long-term relationship. 21 years my senior, and we ended up in a long-term relationship. I was only 19 at the time. I had dropped out of college, due to financial hardships and family problems, and working at a fast food place by day and partying at nights with really no direction. Within 1 month of meeting, we had moved in together. Truthfully, I needed somewhere to stay, and he lived alone in a nice house, and he offered. I never wanted to be with someone who was that much older than me, but I saw an opportunity to live a better life. He was always uplifting me, encouraging me to go back to school and to make something of myself while I was young. So when he offered to pay for my schooling, I gladly accepted. Halfway through reading this, I already knew where this was going, or I had some kind of a thought where this was going. So, with the okay. He was always uplifting me, encouraging me to go back to school and make something of myself while I am young. So when he offered to pay for my schooling, I gladly accepted. 7 years later, I have completed my master's and graduated with no loans to pay back, thanks to him. He also brought me a brand new BMW as a graduation present and paid off my car completely. Over the years, it never sat well with me, though, that he was that much older than I was. And although I tried to convince myself that age did not matter, I found myself fantasizing about having a life with someone closer to my own age quite often. After I graduated and started working, I met someone and developed a relationship. I did not have the heart to break his heart, so I packed my things one day when he was away and moved out of his house. But I moved in with the guy I met at work. You did not have the heart to break his heart. You did not have a heart. You did not have a heart, period. But you did not have the heart to break his heart. Hold up. So after graduating, I started working. I met someone and developed a relationship. I did not have the heart to break his heart. So I packed my things one day when he was away and moved out of his house. But I moved in with the guy I met at work. I am very unhappy in this new relationship, and I have some regrets about leaving this way. I know what I did was wrong because the truth is I knew all along that put that 2 times. I knew all along that I was not going to stay, although he had done so much for me. You say you have a heart. It has been 2 years now since I last spoke to him, but I do see him around from time to time. I just cannot build up the courage to approach him to apologize. Don't do it. Leave the man alone. Don't do it. To build up the courage, okay, I just cannot build up the courage to approach him to apologize. I hope I can be forgiven. I am not the type that use people. He seems I am not the type that use people. I hope I can be forgiven. I am not the type that use people. He seems to have moved on and is living a happy life. I just think with all the problems going on now in my new relationship that it has something to do with my karma. What do you think? um okay, so let me get this straight. You see this story right here? People, I have 66. Now I have 65 because I'm reading this one for you, right? So I have 66 of them here. 65 left for read of these. Dear SouFlo, I used him, but I am sorry. I used him and I am sorry. That's the headline. That's how this email came in to me, right? So let me get this straight now. You're 19 and a man who was 21 years older than you decided that he wanted to be with you 2 and 2 are 4. People may not too good with maths, so I'm working out the maths. So he was 40 years old when you were 19, right? And you were working at fast food place and living and partying at nights. And this man decided that he wanted to, come live with me kind of thing. Galaxy Bernard, thank you. You said it best. Ungrateful dog eat dirty pudding. But I'm going to get there. So this person is 40 and you are 19 and you decide to say, so you knew all along what you were doing. But this man decided he was going to pour his all into you. I don't know if it's his all. I think if it's his all, he probably would have, your leaving might not have been that smooth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the problem a lot of the times. These men, they invest so much. I've seen people spend out their whole life savings on somebody that decides to walk away. Somebody who everybody could tell from the beginning that this not gonna go good. This is not going to end up too good. But they can't see it, right? They're in love. And the bank account empty out, and this person gets everything they wanted to get, and then they leave, and people go crazy. We've seen the stories before, right? Where it's not funny, and people always say, well, stop, use the man them. That's why that happened to you. Like, so many, this could have ended badly. So many of these stories where the man ended up killing the woman because he gave everything, and then he felt used in the end. Instead of talking to her, I would talk to the man them first. And I'm going to say this. Actually, this is for everybody. When you go into a relationship, you see, give what you can afford to lose. Let me fix up myself straight. Sit on up upright. Project my voice so you can hear me. When you go into a relationship, all right, the thing says, my connection is unstable. It might get a little shaky. The video might get a little shaky. But I'm going to say it again. When you go into a relationship, give what you can afford to lose. Some people are giving what they cannot afford to lose. And then when it's gone, them are crazy. You want to lose your mind because you've given your all. She said she was 19. She wanted to do what 19-year-olds do. The typical 19-year-old wants to party. The typical 19-year-old wants to see what's out there in the world, right? The typical 19-year-old wants to have some fun and some freedom. Thinking about 19, at 19 years old, you're probably, some of us were just coming out of our parents' house. Some of us left a little bit earlier, but 19, I don't think you're ready to go shock up, play house with no 40-year-old man at 19. You know what I'm saying? But she was in what we call survival mode. You understand? Survival mode is what she was in. She was 19. She was desperate. She said she dropped out of college, right? Dropped out of college because of financial issues and family problems. She needed a place to stay. And here he comes, the great savior. Not only did he offer her a place to stay, she said him have a nice house and him live there alone. I don't know, a 40-year-old man build a nice house and live there alone, but maybe there was more to the story. Did he have somebody before and him go through a divorce, or whatever the case was? He ended up in that house alone and probably was lonely and needed company. and see a little young, fresh thing. Probably a little young, fresh thing that he thought he could manipulate and mold, I would say, even. Because the thing goes both ways. In her case, I think she see a fool use a fool, although it's sad to say that because it's never good to use people. And nothing good ever comes to you when you use good people. Let me say that one again. Nothing good ever comes to you when you use good people. Somebody said to me, SouFLo, anything that cannot be used is actually useless. So let me say it like this. Nothing comes to you when you deceive good people then. If someone has your best interest at heart and they invest in you and you enjoy the spoils all along till you accomplish all the things you've wanted to accomplish, right? And they believe in you so much and they're pushing you the whole way and all this. That's not somebody that you pack up your things them and leave while they're away. That's deep. This is years. Do you know how many people, enough people go school, enough people go university and college, and they took out loans to get there. They take out loans to get there. When they're done school, they have a big amount of loan to pay back. So this man, she's wise in one way. In one way, she is wise because she found a way. She found a way out of her struggles to graduate, to have a master's. Go through your master's program, have a master's degree, have everything fully paid for to where you don't have bills at the end of graduation, just a degree. And you can go now look work and don't have to worry about paying back student loan, right? You don't do that to somebody that does all that for you though. But me can't help but to look at the other side that brother is an idiot because I can't even say that. I can't even say him is an idiot. What do y'all think? I can't even say he's an idiot because some people really look at it like age don't matter. And there are relationships that do work where the age difference is a gap, a huge gap. I think he just ran into someone that I don't know. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Oh, let me scroll the comments back and see what people been saying. Okay, so Lashane Cox said, that's so true, bro. Give what you can afford to lose. Factual. Because then when you lose it, you won't feel so hurt. You're going to feel like, say, you know what? So, man, I could build back again. I could get that back again. But when you hit 40-something years old and then deplete your life savings trying to impress or take care of some 19-year-old, and then they walk away years later with a master's degree and go shack up with somebody they met at work who she says is closer to her age. That can be heartbreaking. That can send people crazy. Man want to kill woman for them thing there. You understand? People want to kill people for those things. Men do it to women too. And some women are gullible and go through it too. And then their bank book depleted. All the things you've worked for over the years depleted. I think a 19-year-old and a 40-year-old are at two different places in life. Two different, totally different mindsets. Two generations almost apart. So their belief systems, and when you hit at 40 years old, you're probably thinking, I'm set in my ways now. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that's going to work. Well, it does work sometimes for some people, but I wouldn't think that was going to work. So Sonia Buckley says, nowadays man want young girls, so them, them get what they deserve. Yes, it does. It could seem that way. It could seem that way. And truthfully, there's some young girl out there where would have to take on the house and take on that life and say, yeah, me get a good man and I'm going to take care of this man just like how he's taking care of me and I'm going to build something. But I mean, how many 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds actually really think that way. Black Don says, I would never date a teenager because most young girls are gold diggers. you know, I think most young girls are in survival mode. I don't really think it's gold diggers, although you have a lot of gold diggers. But I think most young girls are in survival mode. They want things that they cannot afford yet. They have big plans and dreams for themselves. And a lot of the times, men come offering. So that's why I said earlier, I don't really blame her because she found a way. She found a way. She found somebody that was willing to finance her through school all the way to a master's degree and pay for it all. She found somebody who was willing to have her live. She probably was living like bills free, didn't have to pay no bills or nothing like that. That could be a red flag too. All right. Who this? Jermaine Gordon says, big up Flo. You hit the nail on the head. Yes, fam. Let me read a couple more comments here. Yes, she found a way. However, she could have said she was leaving. Lance Hopkins said, yeah, that's the only part that I think was foul. And like she said in this, she's not really writing me because she needs any advice from me. She's just because she feels like she's wrong. She feel like she's sorry. She feel like she want to apologize because she see the man around, even though it's been 2 years since they separated, right? But Philly yard vibes, manners and respect, big up yourself. So even though she's separated, she still feel like she wants. So there's some feeling of guilt there. There's some feeling of guilt there. You know, them say an ugly person never look in the mirror and say, damn, I'm ugly. A crazy person never look at themselves and say, I'm crazy as hell. You know? So the part of this where she said, she don't want to be a user or she don't want to consider herself as someone. I am not the type that use people. Well, you are a user. You did use somebody, you know, that part. The funny part though, where I know that remorse is there because I am big on karma. Very big on karma. I think karma is as real as it gets. See, people do wrong, right? And then they like to run to religion and stuff like that. Oh, God has forgiven me, so it's all good. But here's the thing. I don't think no religion can save you from karma. Yes, God will forgive you, but you're still going to get your karma. Karma comes from whatever works you have put out there into the universe, whatever energy you have put out there. It's going to come back to you. It's just the laws of nature and how things work. You know what I say? So she gonna get hers, and I think she knows it. She says she's in the relationship that she's in. Remember, you know, she left the man, you know. She left the man that paid for all this stuff for her, took care of her for all these years, did all this stuff. She left him, and look at the way that she left him. I'm sure that man was heartbroken. But she left him for somebody that she met at work. Mind you, this other man is who paid for her to go to school so she could be able to work in the environment that she's working in. And now she feel like she met someone else who is closer to what she's always wanted, right? And she just left like this. But I am not the type, okay, the part where she said, I just want to build up courage to say, I knew all along that I was not going to stay, although he had done so much for me. So this was a plan from day one, pretty much. She tried to lie to herself over the years, though, or say, play it cool, because you haven't gotten enough yet. You have more to get. Wait till you get your associates. Wait till you get your bachelor's. All right, he's still paying. Go for your master's. Wait till you get your master's. If she did stay there long enough, she probably would have got a PhD, fully paid for. Because that's how invested this guy seems. So I can imagine how heartbroken he was. He probably was there thinking he's building something with somebody. Plus him having like a trophy wife. And I'm saying trophy wife because I'm assuming that because she's 19, she looked like a trophy. she might not look like a trophy. I don't know. Then again, what does a trophy look like? So, you know, the stereotypical trophy wife. So, older guy, bragging rights with this young chick, and him a finance everything. And she left. The part where karma comes in for me is when she says she's not happy in the relationship that she's in now. Well, my girl, you will never be happy in the relationship that you're in now. You will never be happy in the relationship you're in now. You cannot, I'm going to stress it again, you cannot do bad to people that are good to you and then expect that everything is going to be okay in your life after that. Karma is real. You understand? So all the heartache that you caused that man before that was so good to you, you can pretty much expect for that to come back to you when you least expect it. And it's probably going to come back to you through the person who you decide to give your all to. Remember, I'm going to tell you that. It's probably going to come back to you from the person you decide to give your all to. My grandfather always said, love who loves you, not who you love. I've said that before on this SouFLoTV program. Grandfather always said, love who love you, not who you love. I didn't really understand it when I was growing up because I used to just overhear it. He wasn't talking to me because I was a kid, but I heard it and it always stuck with me. Love who love you, not who you love. So if me love somebody and that's who I really want, I might go for that person then. Now that I'm older, I could break down the science behind that. I might go for who I want, but who I'm going for probably don't really want me, right? And who I'm going for could exploit that weakness when them realize that I want them so bad. So love who love you, not who you love. So in other words, then chill and wait for somebody to come to you. The person that comes to you and is right for you is going to love you in a way where you can't deny that is love. And then that person now is who you should pour your love into. I get it, Grandpa, I get it. I get it. She not gonna happy. She will never be happy in this relationship that she is in. That's all I have to say. But like she said, she's not looking for my advice. She knows that she's wrong, and she just want to put that out there. Sad situation. Here's a message for you to take with you for the day. I got 3 more minutes on this live. It's a short live today. Take this message with you for the day. Give only what you can afford to lose. Remember that there are people out there that use good people. Matter of fact, I have a saying, and I don't know where I get it from. I probably saw it somewhere that says, I forget what Mila said this, huh? Early morning thoughts, and the thoughts ain't flowing. But yeah, give only what you can afford to give. And remember that there are people out there that use good people. Limits is what I was going to talk about. Limits. Remember now. Have limits. There's a saying that says givers should set limits because takers have none. All right? Apply them principles that to your life today. We have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on this live. Let me read out some more of these comments before we end this video. Lashley Cox says, I always say I don't want anyone that double my age. Cause me always go think, say, you live your life already. I want to come waste mine. And it could be seen as that. It could be seen as that. But are they wasting yours though? If they are providing all the things that you need to live a good life, or if they are contributing greatly to your life in a positive way, is that a waste? I just think it's 2 different mindsets, 2 different places in life. You understand? They're looking for 2 different things. 40-year-old man, if he ain't settled down yet, is probably looking to settle down. Just like how women get older and they start thinking, oh, my eggs are dying out. I need to have a baby soon because I want a baby, you know, but I've been chasing this and that throughout life. So I think it's time now. And then they get to that crunch time where they need a baby. They need a baby because time I run out. It's the same thing. I want a family. I want this and that. It's the same thing for a man. The man probably is thinking, "Rah, I reach 40 already. A time to settle down, time for like billion and put in." But it's who you do it with or choose to do it with. That's the thing. I don't think it's necessarily the age, because like I said, there are relationships out there where the age difference is far, and they make it work for years and are still going with no end in sight. But usually, a lot of the times, you can tell who came to stay and who is going to leave you high and dry. The thing is, a lot of these men don't recognize when they're about to be left high and dry. Now, in this case, I don't think there was any way he could have seen that he was going to be left high and dry. She probably did nice to him. She used to cook and wash and clean up the house, and him feel like, say, yes, me have a good woman in my house. You know what, babes, go back to school. My wife, go back to school. I don't want you just sitting around or doing this fast food thing. You're young, you can do, I try to talk strength into her and end up, don't worry about that. I will pay for it. I just want you to go to school. Get your degree. You know what I said? Better yourself, Ray. Encourage her all along like that. And then they come to that. I don't think it took years for that to happen in this letter. It took years. It took at least 7 years from what I have read. So how do you know that this person who has stuck around for the last 4, 5, 6 years has plans to leave? How do you know? Sometimes you gamble and you roll the dice and you lose. You understand? And it happens for men and women. What I don't like is I always see the women always talk about, yeah man, them big money always want a young girl. But it's the same thing for the women too. Not for the woman them out there, I don't want no old man, I want a young boy too. And then they end up in the same predicament. Them end up take up a man that they have to take care of. We've seen it. There are memes all over the place about how you go work all day and him drive your car around all day and look for young girl in a female age group. That kind of thing. So it happens both ways. The thing is, when you get somebody that stick around year after year after year, you start to get comfortable. You start to tell yourself, say, they're not going nowhere. I can invest more. You know what I'm saying? I'm building my partner up, kind of thing. When all along, they're counting everything that you're investing and saying, yeah, I can get some more out of him, or I can get some more out of her. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to open this. I'm going to put up this. I'm going to save some money over. Yeah, so all that off your back. Truly used. Now, Faithy Darling TV says she premeditated the entire thing. If she knows that the man is too old for her, she shouldn't take the man things. Maybe karma is reaching that man as well. He might have had a good woman and left. That angle right there. Yes. So I'm not biased. I can open my eyes and look at it from all angles. She said maybe karma is reaching this guy as well, because maybe he had a good woman before and left her, right? For that, thinking that that's what it was going to be better. The grass was going to be greener on the other side. And then karma hits like that. True. Very true. Because like I just said earlier, you cannot escape karma. And it will come when you least expect it. And when you hurt good people that actually really did care about you, karma will make it so that the person that you really care about next, you give your heart, mind, and soul, know this is the one, that person I did you me want for the rest of life. And that's the person that do you dirty and make you feel like how you made the other people feel, or the other person feel that you used or treated in that manner. So karma is very real. Good point. Good point. This is Faithy Darling TV. Very good point. Thank you. Lashane Cox says, say that to say this. Most men think them can hold young people with their assets. And then them end up get, when they don't get technical, because after she have enough, she got cut. like teeth in the night, or yes, teeth in the night, teeth in like true. Blacker than. I've come across plenty of bad women living in both in London and New York, and I always say to them, what goes around comes around, and you will suffer in the end. Laugh out loud. True. Listen, when people are doing you wrong, and you tell them that, they don't care. They're like, yeah, whatever. No comment or reach me. I'm good. Take your things and go on. Matter of fact, me I take my things and go on. Whatever they say, and then it end up being like that for real. So sometimes when you see people are suffer, it is because of what they've done to others before. That's very factual. That's very factual. Good morning, everyone. Damali McLean, good morning, good morning. Have a terrific Tuesday, everyone. Stay safe, peace. Rosina Sams, have a wonderful day. Beautiful day, everybody. Stay safe out there. I'm going to cut this live now. She said, SouFLoTV, maybe one of many, out of many one people, this is her name, said, SouFlo, maybe he knew she would leave one day. He buy the thing. I don't think if he knew that she would leave one day, he would have invest so much. Because me now pay for no man figure associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's degree, and all these things. And me work out my soul case for saying she go school and all these things, thinking that she's gonna leave. No, sir. That's why I said, give what you can afford to lose. But maybe he could afford to lose that much, right? You have a point. Maybe he could afford to lose that much. I think it's always in the back of your mind, though. Should I leave? But maybe she treated him so good, he thought she was going to be there forever. I said 7. How many of us in here have been in a relationship that lasted 7 years or is in a relationship now that has passed 7 years? So 7 years is a long time. Not too many people in here are going to answer. 7 years is a long time. So you get tricked over a 7-year period. You didn't see it coming. Okay? True. Omar Henry, money can't buy love. And I think the thing is with her though. Money can't buy love for real. All right, Brian the Humble Youth says he's been in his relationship for 13 years. Or maybe a wife in the upon him account. I don't know, but that's a 13-year relationship. Big up to Uno. And continue in love and prosperity. 13 years is a long time. You're pretty solid at 13 years. If I go 13 years in a relationship, that's where it's at for life. You don't need, to go start over after 13 years, eh? Now, Dulston Hemmond says, mother always said, never send a woman to school, because after she finished, you are not going to be on her level. She is going to leave. I never understood that. If somebody loved me and cared for me enough to finance my way through school, then how could I earn a degree, then start telling myself about this person not on my level? But there are wicked people out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I have been with my husband, 10 years, then she left. See that? 10 years, then she left. These things happen over and over and over again. She lucky he didn't kill her, okay? Yes. Tariq, HP. That's exactly what I was saying too. It could have ended much worse because we hear enough of them story already. Y'all use man. There's a story in Jamaica where actually I'm not even gonna talk about that because YouTube move real funny these days. You can't even say everything you want to say in your video. They ding the video because you said, well, a man dash with a girl in a restaurant. This is restaurant, a prominent politician in Jamaica who was retired and went on to become a successful entrepreneur with his wife that he had been with for many years. Now, them grow, raise their children, send them gone out into the world already. Pops is what I would call him, and not even big man of pops, because I'm old, grandpa age. Like, I think he was in his 70s when it happened. It's an old story, and it was printed in all the publications out of Jamaica. Not Loop, but Gleaner, Star, all that covered it. The main news covered it. She used the man. He did the same thing. And when she was done, when she graduated, get her degree and everything, she went and sat down in the man restaurant with our new man. You hear that? That day, the old man that she was juicing out all these years, he was in the restaurant and his wife was in the restaurant. So his wife had to witness him shoot this young girl now, kill her while there. I don't remember how the story ended if he killed himself as well, but I know that he killed her in the restaurant. Dash her away in the restaurant. Mash up in business. So Pops really did have it someplace in her mind, or I don't know if it was the level of disrespect, like she bring this young man, this new man, come sit down in her place and I have date and these kind of things. She probably thought that his wife was there, so his wife not gonna say nothing. But I say that to say just people out there brave and bold-faced like that. You understand? Some people out there are looking for somebody to use, really. And if you make yourself available, then you can't really blame nobody else. Period. Sometimes we just gotta chuck it up and move on, man. Yes. So you remember the story, right? So Joe White said, if you got to a particular level, why not try bringing them up to a satisfactory level? Exactly. And I mean, what level are we talking about now? Because somebody work and send you to school. What kind of level you reach now if you think you better than this person? Is it you're more educated? Because school only makes you educated in what you went to school to study. Is it that you're earning more money than them now? What would that make you feel like? I'm not trying to understand mad people, media, man. It's mad people think them kind of way there, and I can't really wrap my mind around that. I'm just a big believer in karma. I'm actually really scared of karma. Not a big believer. I am scared of karma because I know that it's real. I do things in the past already, and I live by the 7-year rule. Everything changes in 7 years in your life, right? I just saw me live my thing. And within that 7 year of you doing whatever it is that you did, you're going to feel that karma in that 7-year space. And I've actually believed that from a young age, and then actually really grow up and live it, where I did things and it came back. And when it came back, I was conscious enough though to know that, oh, it's like everything me touch turned to doodoo. I don't know. You know, and it's all falling apart. And you have to sit down and say to yourself, say, you know, sir, yeah, that is what it is. All right, so don't put no more of these kind of energies out into the universe. And then me not put no more of them energy out into the universe, or I try my best not to. But some people don't care, and some people not conscious, them just out here. They're just existing, they're not living. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so King Abuja says, yeah, I remember the story and him actually did kill himself too. Yes, because I remember, I think about 5 years ago or so, I covered that story when I first started out YouTube. And I think he did. And I was saying that the wife, now imagine in her age, having to witness her husband do himself so and do that to the girl in their business establishment. Prominent people. The man didn't even buy her. I think he bought her all kind of something. She was staying in a luxury apartment. She had a luxury car. She was living big. She was living pretty big. But she just felt like an unfair thing that. She bright up herself, and that's how it ended. So this could have ended very badly for this person. She's conscious though. She knows that she was wrong. So make it a point of duty. Say stop use people. Then again, if you see a way, use your way. If they're offering, it's a fair exchange, really, because over the years she gave her body at the minimum. I'm sure she gave her time as well. Fair exchange. That's why I say give what you can afford to lose. Because when you lose it, it'll be like, all right, me not go mad. Because a boy like me not mad. No, me not mad over no girl. She could have pretty like Dolly, spend enough money, no. Munga honorable, no mad over no girl. So me not chop up a soul. I'm not fighting a soul. You're gone, you're gone. Good riddance. Thanks for showing me the way. I will heal my little heartache and carry on. No need to kill her, no need to do her anything. It just end like that. All right. I was supposed to cut the live short at 30 minutes. We are in 44, 45 minutes now. Yes, the song is real. Your husband love the song. He's sending you a message. He's sending you a message. If I make you know, say, no, I'm not over you if you decide to leave. Especially if you see my play it after I have an argument or something, yeah? Because a boy like me not mad. No, me not mad over no, yeah. She could have pretty like Dolly, spend enough money, no. Not mad over no, yeah. Yes, the man said, if a girl a game, pum pum, him ready for. But if a girl a game headache, him ready for cut. And go listen to the Munga Honorable song. No man over no girl. Don't stress your brain. Big up on yourself, people. I don't think she need to ask him for forgiveness, you know. Who that? Dalston. I don't think she need to ask him for forgiveness. I think she need to stay away from him. Me personally, I wouldn't want to see her. If she show up in my presence, then a different part of me might come out. You know, when the lion jump out at you and you didn't know the lion was just dormant, just sleeping, and just something happened, and next thing you know, you crop up something, and you crop up something, and then you have to say to yourself, say, but that's not me. What happened? You know? So for her sake and for his sake, y'all left the man alone. Don't try to apologize, nothing. Don't text, don't call, don't do nothing. Matter of fact, my number would have changed. Don't be in contact at all. Treat it like an order from the police station, the protection order there, where it says you have to stay 100 meters away at all times, and then that's the distance. 100 meters at all times. Usain Bolt run the 100-meter sprint. Go look for 100 meters if you have some problem thinking how far I want you to stay away at all times. 100-meter stretch. That's it. Don't go near the man. Don't say nothing to the man. I'm sure he don't want to hear from you after all that. And then it's been 2 years, she said. It's been 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. It's been 2 years. Left the man alone. Let him. He is probably at a place of healing, going through it. And him reach a certain level now. He's probably not even all the way healed. Who's to tell? Him probably not even all the way financially recovered, much less healing. And don't apologize to him, my girl. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. On his behalf, I would say leave him alone. I think if he needed an apology, he would have seek you out to give him some explanation, to give me some closure. What happened? I mean, I poured my all into you. I never treated you bad. I did, you know what I'm saying? I did everything right by you. I invested in you. I thought we were going the distance. What happened? Me don't want to know. I don't want to know. You pack your things and you left when I wasn't there. Go on. Keep going. Don't come back. Don't give me no apologies. Don't give me no nothing. Me and my God will take care of this. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? 2020 is no time for cheating. 100%, 100. Everyone's getting in line with truth. Yes, true. No, you have some people out there dash it under COVID, and I don't know. They're very brave, but them are fling it like under COVID. Yeah, when they're supposed to be quarantined. Imagine. So dealing with someone, woman, is like going to the Middle East. Dealing with someone, yeah. Facts. And vice versa. We say woman get dealt with harshly. I look for good words to use. I say woman get dealt with harshly by other women because she out partying with our girls and I know say, you know, Simone know say you're there with our man. And next thing you know, a Guinness bottle reach our head side and Ray start, and you could avoid those things. Just leave people alone. Leave people alone. But in this case, this wasn't no people. This I did fear man where she decided for that way. She decided to use him and throw him to the side. I don't know. Could be even deeper than that too. Maybe he was not satisfying. Because you know, sex is a big deal to a lot of people. They put it over everything else. A lot of people will stay in an abusive, messed up relationship if the sex is banging. And it happens. So once the sex go, it don't matter how good anything else is. You could have been breakfast in bed every morning. You could have washed down the driveway. You could have sweep the street in front of the house, paint over the house every day, cut the grass, walk the dogs, babysit the children, change nappy, work 2 jobs, pay all the bills. You could have do whatever you want to do. They're out. As long as it's not popping, they're out. So I don't know. She might have other reasons why she left and hasn't even come to grips fully with why she left yet. But she said she didn't want to be with someone. She knew all along that she didn't want to be with someone that was that much older than she is. So she didn't have it in her mind planned from a long time. So, well, you must give me a place to stay. I don't have no bills to pay. So I wish somebody would have given me a place to stay and I have no bills to pay and I have the run of the house. You know how much money I would save? I would probably be really rich. She see an opportunity to live a better life and she tried it and it got her to where she needed to be. And then when she was done using that, she just left. So the thing go. So the thing go. I am sure he cried. I am sure he had heartaches over this. He's probably not even fully recovered. Now, the sad thing in a situation like this is what? A next person now who's going to come into his life, talking about the man, he's a good man. He might be damaged. He might be damaged. And he might get a good woman now. One will really come for stay now. And she get treated like revenge. You said the last girl that come into my life, she come into my life and mash up my life, you know. I remember my mom said the man come in a relationship with not even teeth and left with a full mouth of veneers and everything. When you take somebody sometime and fix them up or help them to fix up themselves until them start shine bright and then them walk away and leave you. Damali McLean says, laugh out loud, I always said that I would excel at being a modern stay-at-home wife, but I was never that fortunate. I'm trying to tell you, it works. It works. But that's not what she wanted. Now, Maureen McFarland says, good morning, SouFlo. Blessings to you and your family. Enough love and respect. Blessings. Blessings in abundance, family. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. All right. Have a wonderful day. Avoid the drama. Make sure you're not being used, though. And learn to recognize the signs. All right. A lot of the times, like I said before, we know or people know when some people don't mind being used because of what comes with being used. It's like a fair exchange. It's like, okay, me know say, yeah, use me. But me I watch a movie the other day and the husband said to the wife, I mean, he was way older though. He looked like he was in his 60s, 70s probably, and she was probably in her 30s. So he said to her, I've known all along that you never really loved me, found me attractive. You just loved or fell in love with what I was able to provide for you, to give you. As I'm moving there watching up. The man said, I have come to accept that over the years. So I throw myself into my work and my career, make myself more successful, right? But the part that I am offended by, he said, is the fact that you stop pretending. You know, pretend no more. So some people don't mind. Some people know you're pretending. Some people know that the person that's using them is using them, but they don't mind as long as they're able to pretend very well and give them that sense of feeling. They will pay for false sense of security. The man said, the problem I have is when you stop pretending. It's not so. I need you to go back to pretending again. Pretend again that I am attractive. Pretend again that you're in love with me and jump on me when you see me and them kind of something there. And I said to myself, this is exactly the mind of men. I mean, humans. I see them, so enough people still. They will pay for it. They don't mind being used. I'm not thinking in this case, though, this brother wanted to be used like that. I think he was building a life with this young person who just didn't see him as the type of person they wanted to build a life with. but did see the opportunity to use what they could out of him to get to where they needed to go. And that's exactly what it is. Again, sometimes somebody said, if you're not, anything that cannot be used is what? Is useless. Anything that can be used is useless. And nobody wants to be useless. So I guess everybody wants to be used. It just depends on who you're used by and how them use you. Well, him probably get used in a way and never want to get used in. You understand? And that's the end of that. Well, wicked girl, why you do it? Wicked girl, do you think, mama? Do you think? Say, listen, is the ship small? She leaving. Boy, probably not even that. It's probably that. She probably see a couple gray hair come out and the beard gray up, and she has said, boy, I'm gonna get old fast. And probably I'm gonna need geriatric care pretty soon. You know, when you're 19, you kind of think like you have forever. When you're 19, you think you have forever. You think you know it all. Nobody can talk to you really because you're figured stuff out, and you think say you have forever. So when you meet somebody like that now, no gray hair never did start short. Maybe him did you know, them dye out them beard and dye out them hair and thing, and paint on the beard and put on the hairpiece. And these men have hairpiece nowadays, 2 people. Remember that? They call it the baby daddy starter kit. Old man, ball gone all the way back around us up. And put on a full head of hair like mine. Shake it, son. Jump in at the pool. Swim with it and flash it off. You can't tell. You can't tell, say, I'm baby daddy starter kit in my weird. You understand? So you can't tell, say, I'm baby daddy starter kit you're weird. You have young girl over there talk about Zaddy, girl, him look goody. You know, so the man at 65 and you're 19. You understand? Him take care of body over the years. So him just need to fix up here. So the thing gone way back around so. So that's right there. You get catch. Aye, it's rough out here. It's rough out here. Wickedness in high and low places, I tell you. What's going on, Dean Lockhart? Good morning, good morning. Everybody have a wonderful day, man. Wake up to laugh, wake up to happiness, wake up. You have your one life to live, okay? Live it to the fullest, and that's real, even under these conditions. Serve our good. She should walk 1 mile more from him. Yeah, she needs to stay far from him. No apologies. Somebody said they think she needs to approach him and apologize. And I'm trying to tell you that if it was me, I can only speak for me. So may I try to tell you, say, if it was me, I have this lion, and my lion, the claw them real sharp, but my lion be laying low, dormant. Now you might approach me and something jump out. Well, you see on the crop up, that's slow motion for you. My lion just jump out and crop it up because these old feelings that I have not yet processed through just resurface. So want her go about herself. Don't go apologize to the man. Just leave him alone. Let him carry on with his life. He'll be okay. A big man, he'll be okay. All right. So yes, have some shame, some pride or something, and just walk away. Leave it alone. I don't know. Leave it alone. Guilt a killer her now. That's what's killing her. She feel the need to go approach this man and apologize now because guilt is killing her. But it's okay. Karma will take care of that. You no need to feel guilty because it's not going to stop the karma. Karma will take care of that, and then you will feel what he felt, and then the universe will go so even. I call it even. That is what you did to him. This is how he felt. Now you're a man when you love up so much where your age and all this, all this. Sibonde, no cheese. Sibonde, divorce here, bye. I left you mash up, just like how you left the man. All right. Top of the morning, everybody, Samuel Wallen. 59 minutes and 40 seconds. We're not going a minute over an hour here. So I'm closing this out. Nobody no watch the video them for a whole hour anyway. They're too long. But we do. All right. Have a wonderful day, people. Big up on yourself. I'm out of here. Peace.